Just overloading centrally and taking away that advantage from the Dutch.
Not to say it could all deserve it.
Absolutely. And we went after that, into halftime after that first half, thinking that perhaps they got robbed. They were on the front foot. They were creating more despite that opening goal from Coach Gakpo.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and all eyes are on the Packers' rocket arm quarterback. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Packers and the Raiders on Sunday night.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL. As you can... Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That is just a disaster by all accounts. It'll get marked where it went out of bounds, and this offense is going to start in plus territory. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Throwing on first down. Irving. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Yeah.
These are his numbers from last week's contest.
You're going to your Nanas.
Carries, 51 yards.
What? Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out with a huge yardage going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run again with Hines. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down. Irving. And that ball incomplete. Nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. And his kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Well, they had the solid field position there to start the opening drive and didn't have to really move it too far to be in range and take the 3-0 lead.
And a lot of times I think that even I look at this a little bit negatively because of where they started with the field position. Hey, they still got 3 points out of this drive. Got a little momentum going. Got things set up for the rest of the ball game. Take the 3, be happy, and move on.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Pitts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I love those who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
They're going to try and throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Certainly feels like some heavy challenges have been let go by this referee. And there's just
back to throw. Pitts. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
They run on second down with Adams, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Third down. Pitts.
Why did I throw that?
It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35. So a first interception for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Irving. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage you gave up and give them a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
So the yellow flag came out, and that set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Irving. That pass is caught by Hardy. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet. But I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Coming up, we are looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make it 6-0. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And they will will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed would said they were.
Are you freaking kidding me? Gordon.
Ashton Davis. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Here's Hines. Oh, able to avoid him. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Irving. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Could have been a costly mistake.
Kidding me, bro.
As it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recover. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Counter. We'll get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This offense has a lot of weapons, but you know they like to look Connor's way down here near the end zone. He's got that rugged running style, and that's a nice job there to hold him to a short pickup.
Touchdown! Naeem Hines with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Unbelievable.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
This isn't a terrible game.
Completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Irving. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
To throw on 2nd down, Irving. His pass caught at the 4. And it's a Packers touchdown. Deontay Hardy A 7-yard touchdown ground, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He's going to try and take off with it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Irving. And incomplete on the deep ball. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Irving. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. On 1st down, Pitts steps away to his left.
Are you?
4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers.
Are you kidding me?
Keep the possession on the INT. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. An extra point attempt to follow here. And that stretches the lead to 27. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Out in the flat for Starks. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They'll look to throw again. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Again, he'll drop to throw. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Irving, open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Looking for
Frick, Carl.
1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Clark. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Clark on 1st and 10. His throw incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Clark.
Carl!
And that will be incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Back to throw. Clark. Over the middle, complete. It's Baker. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Operating from the gun, Clark. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Clark. Caught on a slant. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with a pack. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Carl.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Throwing to start the drive. Irvin. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now gets to record a sack, too.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Irving. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And his kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Clark to throw on second down. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Josh McDaniels, he's got faith in his offense, and he's going to have him go for two. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. If they're going to throw the ball, maybe throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So here are the Packers now to take over. You think back to last week, they dropped that game to the Detroit Lions. Now they're trying to make amends here as they've got the football and the lead. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Irving. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Irving. To the right side, and complete to Jefferson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Operating from the gun, Irving. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Packers ready to take over offensively. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now it's Hines.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Baker. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. A run here for Starks. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. Back to throw. Clark. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Now Clark to throw. Throwing on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Holding. Offense.
Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays here, passing play.
Yeah, sometimes we get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays and a 9-yard run on the end of it.
This is a quick story on Valencia. That's Jeremy, our outside reporter, the well-recorded Vandellis.
This is what this whatever Valencia needs for a team. Asking the ground control that pain. His leadership strong to aggressive relay.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Hardy. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The 22 more yards there and another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for... Oh, no, he lost the football. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, and you see them take the football all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin the drive to the ground with Starks. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Clark. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Starks. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Here's Clark. Off play action. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Clark now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They're going to hurry back to the line now. This is Starks. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now Clark looking to throw on 2nd down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Back to throw. Clark. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Clark to throw on 2nd down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now Clark to throw. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way down the field, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
Let's go now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw to Jefferson on the slant, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Hook up of 15 yards there. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Connor up the middle. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down. Irving. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders pick it up. And some space here. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The scoop and score.
Jimmy Bauer.
Getting we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So the Packers down by a field goal. And time, a huge factor. And the 4th down stop gives them a new lifeline, at least for the moment. Following the fumble recovery, Irving. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official was thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here's Clark to throw on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Charles, Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. This is taken way up at the 25. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long.
This is caught inside the 15. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Back to throw. The quick slant caught. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Just win this one. Good night.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Las Vegas, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.
Adventure race. This is a military selection. They will play by our rules. But I still have that fire special forces for the toughest toss to a January 4th on Fox.
A new day of World Cup action is dawning. But today is no regular day. For today is USA England. I can tell you how England has the tools to win it all this year. Heck, I can tell you how America has a team so young that they could shock the world. But you don't need me to tell you what's going to happen, because it's about to happen. It's USA versus England. Now.
Our thanks to Ryan Reynolds and Spirited. It is available in theaters and streaming globally now on Apple TV+. Day 6 of the 2022 FIFA World Cup draws to a close at Al Bayt Stadium. Can England pick up where they left off after that 6-2 opening victory over Iran? A win over the United States would mean punching their ticket to the next round. They would be the first nation to do that. The U.S., they began their campaign with a 1-1 draw against Wales on Monday. Tonight, a chance to pick up 3 points and
told my boys.